Welcome back, everybody. It's more Ben the Human playing Vagrus, the Riven Realms. We're ready to take our crew. Well, actually, I take that back. We're ready to rest in the inn, and let's see here. This would give us more nutrition, which has been lacking, and it would boost our morale. We just waste a little vigor, but that's okay. So let's do that. Pay a little bit. We got lots of money. So we are now nicely rested. Let's exit the city, and we are heading to Sunrock for the first time, which is to the west, I believe. Yes. Whoa! Oh, right. We have to take 3 different missions to Sunrock. So off we go to the west through the spires. Take a nice rest here. Please nobody ambush me. I've done nothing wrong. 12 movement, great. I love when you can get the 12 movement with our bonus. What is this place? That doesn't look very friendly. Wow, Sunrock's only like 3 days away. That's cool. 3 or 4. Especially with the movement boost. Oh, yeah. Always cranky. These guys always complaining about their pay, am I right? We're not even to 7 yet. 7 is like my standard, gotta pay them now or hell to pay. Resting. Alright, cool. We've reached Sunrock, not a problem. Easy peasy. Insight awarded for discovering Sunrock. Good job for us. Oh, cool! It is said that even a single hero can make a difference. In the case of Sunrock, this certainly seems true. The mythical warrior Levendius defeated a terrible monster and founded the town all by himself, entering the Hall of Imperial Saints in the process. Locals here worship his image and deeds with amazing fervor, not perturbed at all that Levendius may never have existed. The dome-shaped rock shell protecting Sunrock keeps the scars of the ancient worms as a grim reminder that the wasteland is never truly conquered. Under it, a busy maze of cool caverns and large halls awaits weary travelers. This is a cool place. I love the cities they have in this game. They're also very unique. It's very cool. We go to Wormslayer Hall, the center of town. The central underground hall of Sunrock is teeming with activity. This is certainly the most densely populated and busy part of the settlement, never really at rest. A multitude of tunnels and caves open from the large cavern here, harboring markets, workshops, taverns, and the like. A colorful mix of people from all around the wider region is constantly swarming the streets. Traders from Deven, crystal harvesters, miners, lowlives, Kalrish, Sadirar, and thugs. In the middle of the circular central cave named Wormslayer Hall, a huge statue depicting some kind of local hero. The citizens seem to hold him in high reverence, as most of them bow their head curtly when passing it, and some even offer special small offerings. We could examine the statue of Levendius, go to the local arena, seek out the strange merchant we heard about. We heard about a strange merchant? When did this happen? Sorry about my slurred speech, I got excited. Let's examine the statue first. It's the first thing. Try to grab one of the offerings! Are we a piece of crap? Holy balls! What a terrible thing. The monument is quite an impressive sight, standing about 15 feet tall and made from a combination of marble, clay, and even crystal. It depicts a mighty, stern-looking warrior, holding a fearsome spear, resting his right foot on the scales of some serpentine creature he has vanquished. The statue's pedestal is surrounded by small obscure gifts and offerings. Coins, dried herbs, figures carved from bone, even small pieces of crystal. Some of these are quite valuable from the look of them. Strangely enough, nobody tries to snatch them. Even though Sunrock has its fair share of shady visitors, there is no inscription to indicate who this is supposed to be. This is a bad idea. Do not do that. Leave a small offering of coins at the foot of the statue. Or we ask a local about the monument. Let's ask. Why not? You stop a passerby and inquire about whom the monument depicts. You learn that is to commemorate the hero Levendius, and the time when the first people came to the system of rocks that are now Sunrock. Following the calamity, you see, our ancestors fled an underground vault and were badly battered by evil storms and horrid worm creatures, and thought they'd reach salvation when they arrived at the site of present-day Sunrock, he explains, looking at the statue with reverence. The king of the worms itself dwelt here and dug the holes and tunnels, eating its own spawn as likely as our ancestors. But Levendius hunted and slew the beast, thus giving our people a fighting chance and a new home. He's been worshipped here ever since. You thank him and he scurries away. We take our leave. We got one insight. This is why you ask questions. Let's examine the statue and leave a small offering. It's cheap as hell. Maybe we get a thing? You place a few coins in the earthenware bowl at the foot of the statue. As you step back, a slight yet definitive sense of warmness overtakes you. Like a strange elated sense of confidence. You feel invigorated and optimistic. We got his blessing! I don't know what it does, but it's something. It's like a curse. They're like, it's totally a blessing, but it's... You gotta fight all the worms now, or something crazy like that. Go to the local arena. Let's not pick a fight. Let's go to this strange shop I know about. The shop is located in a frequented part of the central hub, albeit hidden in an alley opening behind a chaotic row of vendors and stands. From the outside, it appears rather unassuming. Its entrance is a narrow slit in the rock wall, only a small crystal lamp, and a modest display rack of various herbs indicating that there is a business inside. Enter the shop. Aye aye. Ooh! Neat. Is he also Demonkin? You descend a narrow set of stairs before entering a cool, musty room that is much larger than one would expect from the outside. It looks like a warehouse rather than a shop, and an abandoned one at that. Earthenware containers covered with moldy linen sheets line the walls in wild disarray, and there is no sign of any traditional display of wares. The few items that lie inside are pure junk. Bits and pieces of disassembled traveling equipment, jars containing ominous substances, and the occasional dull, dirty, broken crystal. At the back of the cave, various small tunnels lead deeper underground. The only outstanding object is a huge statue of a predominantly alabaster color depicting a muscular humanoid. Its features a strange mixture of majesty and dread. Its closed-eyed face is symmetrical and handsome. One could even say noble, but curled horns sprout from its forehead, while its neck, shoulders, and as well as upper arms are covered in bony outgrowths. You lean closer to examine them. The statue opens its blue, pupilless eyes and looks down upon you. Welcome. Oh, it's pleasant voice. Welcome to my place. What brings you here? Pleasant voice. I'm practicing my voice acting. You realize that it is not a statue at all, but an ogre. And a curious one at that. How strange to meet one here in a small shop. I apologize if I startled you. He continues in a deep, soft voice like the rumble of distant thunder. Deep, soft voice. Alright, I'm modifying the voice. I was in deep thought. Allow me to introduce myself. Khaled. Oh, Jesus. Khaled is the name, but you can call me Khaled. Thank God! And you were probably brought here by my store's reputation. There's no denying that. You ask him what kind of wares he has to sell, somewhat skeptically. At that, Khaled smiles knowingly, displaying a row of immaculate teeth like perfect pearls. Oh, this and that, depending on what I can get, he replies. The flow of trade goods is ever-changing here in Sunrock, and that's no trouble. I'm quite flexible. Which, by the way, is why you don't see anything on display. My place is officially registered as a mere warehouse, for some of my merchandise is of a rather delicate and uncategorizable nature. It is much easier for this way, both for the Imperial bureaucracy and for me. I can look around in my stash for something that might interest you if you are so inclined. Tell him you do, provided he has something interesting. Ask the ogre about himself? No, we're interested in his wares. Please give me a minute, Khaled says politely, and with that he disappears in one of the tunnels leading away from the central room. You can hear him rummaging around after a while and returns with a sack full of various items. That would be my current stash, he explains. Browse at your leisure. Examine what he has to offer. The sack contains a variety of curious items. God only knows where Khaled managed to get them. You begin to sort through them, hoping you might find something useful. We have the pungent incense. Damp smoke! Oh! The scroll of arcane text. Valuable to users of magic. That is expensive! Or some old stone tablets. Stone inscribed with the texts from the pre-calamity may contain valuable knowledge. We have a lot of money. We should buy the damp smoke for sure. Thank you for your purchase. Anything else you'd like to buy? He inquires. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna buy all of them. I'm like, I want to get everything. Arcane text and the old stone tablet. Thank you and take your leave. All right. Thanks, guy. We could visit Khaled to see if he has anything new to sell. That's neat. We can go back there at any time. Let's drop off our work. And we are out of supplies. Whoops. Well, let's take all these supplies so we can at least get back to Deven. Let's sell our chitin. Nice, we made some money. We almost made the money back that we yeeted into the stuff. Arcane text, ancient tablet, damn smoke. Can we give stuff to our companions? Doesn't look like it. We don't have any gear. They're items. Okay. So maybe if we like find a wizard, we can sell the stuff to them, or somebody who's like, oh, cool. Maximum resourcefulness and combat strength is increased. Neat. Whenever we come to Sunrock, we should always praise the statue. All right. We're heading back to Deven, so let's take a look at Sunrock, Deven, and all items, and see if we can make a profit. I would be kind of surprised since they're so close to each other, but maybe we can find something. Dried fruit, okay. It's not a ton of money, but it's something, and we might as well take it back because we're heading back that way anyway. Hides is a little more. How much can we carry of hides? 25, 35. Okay, we should do the dried fruit for sure. Unless we find something better. They do have iron here, but it's really expensive. I think I want to do the Crimson Gate and get the iron. Well, I think what I'm planning is to go back to Deven, take some of the missions back to Tor'Zag's, pick up a mission to go to the Crimson Gate, and then go back to Deven after we pick up some iron. It's kind of a roundabout way to do it, but I think it's the most like money efficient way of satisfying the Dark Elves mission. Obsidian is 7, but you can only take 10. I still think the dried fruit is the way to go. Just kind of comparing here. I'm sure, like, in the comments, people are like, you missed the wine! No, wine is more expensive here. Hello! Alright, let's go to fruit. Dried fruit it is. Consuma or edibles. Oh, you only have 4! I did all that for nothing! Is that even worth it? Do you even have obsidian? Do you even have anything in this rotten town? Apparently not. Alright, well. It is what it is. If only it was mushrooms. Oh, we should look at the factions before we go anywhere. Do you guys care? You don't care. We could eliminate people, but you don't. Otherwise, they're like, you're not important enough to deal with. The sculptor? We already know about the sculptor. Let's trade for news. Any passengers? You want to go to Tor'Zag's. Worker looking for opportunity? So that makes sense. How far away is Deven? I'm just making sure we don't screw ourselves. 3 to 4 days, we have 6 days of food. That should be plenty. So let's take these guys with us. We have 60 days to get to Tor'Zag's shelter. That should be plenty. Well, we should take... I mean, we should take the fruit, right? It's 4. This is nothing. What was the other one? I shouldn't have laughed at the other items when I was like, it's obviously fruit. Dried fruit. The other one was... See, the hides was the other one, right? Yes. Yes. So what do we got here? We have fruit, hides. Ooh, lots of hides here. Okay, load up on hides, boys. And then might as well take the fruit. And then I don't think they have obsidian, even though that was listed as something they would, yeah, it doesn't look like it. Okay, cool. We should, we don't really need to rest at the Manzio. We could get going. How many fighters do we have? We have 12, okay. Yeah, this is the people we can hire. I was like, how many? I thought we had more than that. We do indeed. Okay, let's head out. Back along the road. Quick rest. End the day. Get our extra movement. Move rapidly along the road. And we're almost all the way back to Deven as it is. We have a plan. We just have to enact it now. So we're going back to Deven. We're going to sell all our stuff. Pick up a lot of supplies along the way. See if anybody wants... There might be some missions for sure to go to Tor'Zag's. Yeah, yes, I will pay you guys tonight, actually. Because I'm sure... Yeah, you're almost at 7. Good enough. Pay the boys. Go to Deven. Enter the city. Nothing to hide. Pay the tax. Enter the Manzio. Alright. To the market. Sell all of the hides. Nice little profit. Sell the 4 fruit we got. Okay, cool. So, factions to go to Tor'Zag's shelter. We have... Oh, first of all, let's make sure we're not screwing ourselves. Alright, Tor'Zag's is 14 days away. Let's make sure we get 14 days worth of food. 6, 12, 15. Alright. It's like 10 to 14, so we should be well within the distribution there. So this one takes 2 cargo for 26 is a great opportunity. This one wants us to go back to Sunrock, also Sunrock, also Sunrock. Anybody else want to go to Tor'Zag's shelter? It does not look like it. So what we are going to do is also buy chitin, because that is exactly what we did last time. The Great Slave Market. We don't really need slaves. Slave driver, going to Sunrock, Aguro's work camp. Okay, we have all of our stuff. We still have some movement today. So honestly, let's get on the road and head out. We're free to leave. We didn't even spend a day in Deven. We just got in, dropped our stuff off, picked up some supplies, and are on our way. Full movement. Heading down the long road. Oh, what's this? Oh, the wind. All right. The accursed wind picks up and soon becomes a real problem. Not only does it turn into a horrid, powerful windstorm very soon, but it carries with it the whispering, moaning voices that soon start to affect every member of your crew. Headaches, loss of focus, and even some kind of paralysis and extreme bewilderment. Under the influences of the otherworldly noise, your komes start to wander off. Oh no! Our people are gonna wander away! This is terrible! Either because they're trying to escape the voices or because they are hypnotized by them. We only have a moderate chance of success. Nah, we lost a fighter! He's gone! By the time you gather all your mental presence and take some of your komes out of this miserable torpor, someone has gone missing in the terrible windstorm. No amount of searching after the lost turns up anything, there are no tracks, nothing to follow. Eventually you give the order to move on, you have to cut losses. The crew trudges on, but you see that everyone is effective. Oh! Morale, obedience, movement is down. Eventually the wind dies down. How dare you, game? You rude buggers. Well, it's good to know that we should have more than 12 fighters, maybe like 13 or 14, because if we lose a guy, it takes away the ability to post guards with like the fully armed crew. At least we can still do the basic one, but that kind of sucks, because we don't get our bonuses to... Although we are at maxed out at least, thankfully. So, it could be worse, but still. Onward to the south. Hopefully the winds don't get us again. I'm devastated at the loss of Jeffrey. He was my favorite guard. Coming up with lore from my own guards. Oh, I should have done the thing. Although I think I can still. Yep. Cool. Full movement. Rest again. Onward. We don't need to go to Ventulium until we have like great savvy or whatever it is. Whatever the one thing is. Yep, I know. Valarius. Maybe we'll go there someday. We can get... The nice thing about going to places is you get insight for it, which is, you know, hard to come by sometimes. We've made it all the way to the crossroads. We've got our movement back, so let's visit Buka. Hello, Buka. Rumors? Fort Viridium? Anything to trade? Nothing. Okay. Well, it was nice talking to you, Buka. I'm glad to see you're healthy and not dead. Which is kind of amazing in this wasteland. Maybe she sells stuff to all sorts of people and I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one? I thought I was special. Sorry about that. Anyway, end day now. Shoot, we're so close to Tor'Zag's, but that's okay. We could do a forced march. Let's do it. Yeah, we were doing pretty good. We're fine. Into the city, approach the guards. We have nothing to hide. Pay the gate tax. Enter the Manzio. Oh, right. I forgot I had passengers. I'm glad I brought them to the right place. We got one rep with House Darius. Good job, us. And 3 silver is nothing to sneeze at. All right, cool. Let's turn in our mission here from the Carpenter's Guild. Lots of money. Let's sell our own chitin. Still got plenty of supplies here, so that's nice. And before we leave, let's see here. Well, we'll rest before we leave, but we want to see... Nothing for the Crimson Gate? I'm kind of surprised. Though this is for the mines. Oh, we can't even take that one. Arcane. Alright, well that's kind of surprising. Let's see here. What does the Crimson Gate like? Crimson Gate, I know you're over here, but it's easier when you put them next to each other. So, what could we buy at Tor'Zag's and sell at the Crimson Gate? Is everything, yep, everything is highlighted. We could buy crystal for a little bit of a profit. Ooh! Ooh, we shouldn't have sold our chitin. Wow, that's quite the load. That's quite the boy. That's quite the profit there, not what I said before. Erase that from your memory, chat, you terrible people. Anyway. Flava crystal. Yeah, it looks like chitin's the way to go. That's interesting. I should keep that in mind next time. I could do a mission, well, I guess they wanted me to take chitin to Tor'Zag's, but I could just buy chitin on my own. Oh, mushroom beer's not bad. How much of mushroom beer can you take? 25. And stacks of chitin are 20. Although that's such a huge. Oh, I'm a dummy. I had it backwards. Is 7 to 2, not the other way around. So that would actually be a terrible thing to do. Buying it in the Crimson Gate and bringing it back to Tor'Zag's is not a bad idea. That's much closer than Deven, and you could do well. But mushroom beer, that's pretty solid. That's a double your profit right there. Mushrooms, obsidian, anything metal going to the Crimson Gate's a bad idea because they have the mines nearby. And we got to remember to get the iron there. That's like the whole reason we're going to the Crimson Gate in the first place. Okay, so we're going to pick up stacks of mushroom beer. Let's check. How far do we need to go? The Crimson Gate is 11 days at maximum. And we have 7 days. Does anybody want to go to... You want to go to the mines. Dudes looking for work. Let's exchange for news. We might as well take these dudes with us because we'll pop by the mines. I'm assuming the mines actually have the cheapest iron, and indeed they do. So we should go to the mines eventually. We'll stop by the Crimson Gate first. I guess we could go directly to the mines. Now I'm like rethinking my strategy. So let's remember mushroom beer to the Crimson Gate is the way to go, but we're gonna compare Tor'Zag's to the mines plenty real quick. So bear with me. So I check all of the scrap metal would be a little boost, which is kind of surprising. Although I guess they're mining ore, they're not mining scrap metal. That's like pulling it out of piles of trash. Looks like most things are cheaper at the Mines of Plenty, which is kind of surprising. I like a lot. You have to buy it for a lot, but you can't sell it for a lot. That's kind of wild. Herbs we can make a little profit by. Still leaning towards that mushroom beer. Mushroom beer is looking pretty good. Ivory would be pretty solid though. One bronze per ivory and you can take 20. Although I think you can take more mushroom beer, and mushroom was almost a copper. Jade, no. Oh, mushroom beer is even better at the Mines of Plenty. Mushroom beer it is. Alright, I've done enough perusing to know what I see good when I see a good deal. Lots of mushroom beer for sale. Great. Okay, so let's get 11, or what was it? Oops. Actually, let's not go to, let's do it to the Mines of Plenty here. Mines of Plenty is, how are they closer? 8 to 11 versus 7 to 10? That just seems wrong. because they're further away. But if you know, they said 8 to 10. It is what it is. We're at 6 days. Let's get another full stack. 9 days. All right, we should be plenty there. If we have to go to either the gate or the mines, we should be more than set. Oh man, we hit over 100 silver for the first time. We should have gotten like an achievement. Where's my achievement, game? Devs, get on it. Okay, cool. Well, we have a buttload of mushroom beer. Let's go to the Manzio. Let's hire 2 fighters, so we have 1 surplus here. We already got our passengers, so let's rest. How we doing here? Doing pretty okay. So let's not pay for anything. Alright, the day has passed. We will leave the settlement, trudge towards the city gate. Later, dudes. And then boost our movement and get on the road. To the gate this time. Let's do some searching for food. Failed, but we did get some supplies. We didn't fail by much. It was close. Yep, you guys are cranky as always. If I don't owe you 7 silver, aha, just enough. Okay. And we can do the full guard contingent this time. Remember to stop by and talk to Buka before heading on eastward. There's a Buka. You have nothing to talk to me about. Every 6 days, gotcha. Okay, well, it was nice seeing you, and either way. And we will head to the mines. We're not heading to the gate. We're heading in the direction of to the gate, but the gate isn't our ultimate destination. Full movement. Man, it's really nice when you see that like little extra bit of movement that you get out of that. Today seems kind of odd. The Comitatus starts early, the beasts and crew work hard, the scouts do not report anything out of the ordinary, even the grub for lunch tastes better than usual. There's no need for setting anyone right, and the Comitatus covers a bit more distance in the afternoon. It is a good day. Whoa! 3 movement morale? Good things can happen? Somebody pinch me! I didn't know that could happen, that's cool. Positive things. The wind didn't make one of my fighters wander off into the wasteland. Alright, onward and onward. We rest. Hello, Crimson Gate. We will not be going to you, though. End the day. Get our full movement here. Okay, yeah, you really can book it all the way to the mine when you want to. This road must be well paved, I guess. And we're doing good, so let's do a little bit of march points and get into the town. The Comitatus arrives at the foot of the main hill. We've already met this place, so let them do the inspection and charge. We've dropped off our people and got a bonus from the Ratharnak Alliance. We are gonna drop off our mushroom beer for loads of cash. Loads of cash, amazing. We're at 116. That's so good. Okay, so before I load up, well, first of all, as always, make sure you do the math on supplies first. So 8 to 10 days of travel. Now, do you think that's if we book it north and then like creep across the wasteland? Or is it if we follow the road? I have to imagine if we go back to the road and then go north, it's better than cutting across the wastelands, but it's interesting to think about. It's safer to take the road for sure. So let's do the full 12. Then we want our iron. So the full stack, thankfully they have a full stack. I would have been a little annoyed if they had. That's a lot of our money, but you know, we'll have to guard that with our life. Like if somebody attacks us, the iron takes precedent over all of your lives. Anybody want to go to Deven? Nobody wants to go to Deven. I wonder if the people at the Crimson Gate want anything. I would be surprised if we could do something like a short run between the two. But you never know. I feel like that would be kind of cheating. If you could just run back and forth like multiple times a day making money between the two. I feel like it's probably priced to avoid such a thing. It would be funny though. That's like a short YouTube video. You just buy a lot of oil. Although I bet they would run out of materials eventually. And then that would put a stop to that, wouldn't it? Well, we might as well buy oil and then pop into the Crimson Gate and see if anybody wants to go to Deven. So let's pop by the Manzio. Trade news. People wanting to go to Crystal. Where is this place? Okay, it's on the other side of these crystal forests, in some crystals. Loom was the place with the creepy bugs that we were supposed to hunt down with the damp smoke, and we did buy the damp smoke. Maybe next time we'll go do that. But for now, let's go buy the oil. There it is. In demand. Interesting. That seems weird. Is it in demand at the gate too? Just want to double check that I didn't do that wrong. Yeah, buying at the Mines of Plenty is 466. It's selling for 486. So it's even more demand at the gate. Okay. And there's only one. Well, we're going to the gate anyway, so we might as well. Cool. So we have stuff. Let's leave. Well, actually, before we go, we should really see what's going on in Deven too. The Mines of Plenty. I know this is a lot of trading, but you know, if you like trading, now's the time to watch this playthrough. Bronze is selling for a lot. Silver actually, which is really nice. I guess the metals is probably what we should focus on because that's their bread and butter here. Yeah, for sure. Okay. So let's go back to... we left. Oops. Sorry, guys. Well, a little incorrect there in order, but, you know, we should stock up on these things while we can. So bronze, for sure. And tin was also selling pretty well. Copper as well, I think. So maybe we just load up on metals and then say, screw it. Here, you take this back. Oh, we're out of money. Ha 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 ha. All right, well, never mind. I take it back. I've screwed the pooch on this a little bit. I got impatient, but we might as well stop into the Crimson Gate quick before we end here. And see if anybody wants to go to Deven. If we don't have anybody going to Deven, you know, it's kind of a waste, but you know, we might as well try. Anybody, Deven? Anybody? You guys really? Oh, you want to defend stuff. I was like, really? Oh, you buggers. My plans would be so great if these people actually liked me. I just want you guys to like me. Action, reputation, tier 1. We gotta be close, right? We've done some missions for these fools. Well, we don't have any more money, and our people are probably gonna ask for stuff at some point. How much do we owe these fools? We don't owe them a ton, so let's pay them now and end the day. And then next time we will head out to Deven with our cargo full of money. Or metals. So once again, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more of Vagrus or any of my other videos, do subscribe to the channel. That also helps a lot. But until the next time, I hope you guys have a good one, and I will see y'all later. Bye-bye!